BJM Kotahi Putter Grip Company. I'd like to spend a bit of time talking to you about how we've come to the conclusion that holding a putter with the palms up is way more effective than holding a putter with the palms facing one another, and why the BJM Putter Grip here, the Kotahi Putter Grip, is designed the way it is so that we can get those palms up. If we look at an effective ball roll, so I think it's a smart idea to start at the end. What is it we're trying to achieve? Of course, to hold more putts on a consistent basis. If we look at how we do that, then we've got to look at how the ball rolls. An effective ball roll is when we strike the ball will launch between 1 and 2 degrees and then start rolling over when it lands on the ground. Now, of course, the 1 or 2 degrees depends on the length of the grass that we're putting on. Alright, so there's 6 main influences on that type of ball roll. Equipment is one, so of course you need to go and see your PGA qualified professional. Get a putter fitted for you. That's the only way to know effectively whether the putter suits you. So let's put equipment aside. The other 5 influences are centeredness of contact. We've got to hit the sweet spot. That's what gives the ball its speed. So let's look at that. Acceleration, of course the putter's got to be accelerating. We need a rise angle that's more than the dynamic loft, but not more than double the dynamic loft. We need the face perpendicular to the arc. Okay, so that means the club face is following the arc of the putter. And of course we need a dynamic loft that's not less than 0, but not more than the static loft. So most putters have between 0 and 3 degrees, so we don't want those to be less than 0 or more than 3 to 5 degrees anyway on most putters. Okay, so if we look at the traditional hold with the palms facing one another, that'll give us the full range of mobility in the joints of the hands and arms. So we've got that motion there that's called ulnar deviation. You're looking at about 30 degrees there. That's radial deviation, that's about 20 degrees. Pronate and supination, that's about 80 degrees on average. That there's called flexion, that's about 80 degrees, and extension is about 70 degrees. So if you hold a putter palm to palm, you've got all that motion available to you, okay? And you can see what that's doing, that's just distorting the putter face. Alright, by turning the palms up, like so, you get one hand antagonizing the other, so it reduces the mobility immediately. The hands just haven't got the ability to move as much as they did. And of course this motion here is one of your largest ones, and when you're putting, that one there is the most effective because, or most influenced, because the putter head's moving in that direction. Okay, so once we actually turn the palms up like this, we get a thing called external rotation at the shoulders. That means the shoulder joints rotated out. When you're holding a putter that way with both hands, you'll influence thoracic rotation. That means the upper half of the body is going to be rotating like this. That's a good thing because we know at a primary stage of acceleration we want the upper half separating from the lower half. Okay, so there's one of your main influences done there. Because you've got the palms up and you reduce the mobility of the joints of the hands and arms, the putter face will stay perpendicular to the arc. Because you've reduced the mobility in the joints of the hands and arms, it's going to be a lot easier to hit the center of the club. Ball position is one of the main influences on the rise or angle or descent of the club, so as long as the ball is slightly target side of the center, you'll be fine with that also. Okay, so you can see there straight away that just by turning the palms up, reducing the mobility, you're influencing and encouraging a better ball roll. And of course, it's a simpler movement. There's less going on. Alright, so yes, we can hold a normal putter grip with the palms up, but unfortunately, because of the way they're designed, it doesn't feel so comfortable. So therefore, it creates inconsistencies as well. You need one of these grips. The Kotahi Putter Grip has been designed specifically for the palms up. Okay, it's 1.75 inches high, 1.25 inches wide. That goes with the average size of a male and female's hands. Okay, so your male's hand is just under 7.5 inches long and just over 3.5 inches wide. So that makes sure that the palm is filled up. That stops this thing called radial roll. That stops the hands from coming together there. So the grip has been designed to be held with the palms up. Alright, so there's not going to be any chance of us actually causing any issues with getting the palms up on that. And it's way more comfortable to have the hands on the side. Alright, so in the next tutorial we'll talk about how to hold the club, but there's some science in behind the design of the grip and the design of the holding system and why we do what we do. Remember, we're trying to create an effective outcome, so we've got to look at that from a scientific point of view and not just have an opinion on that. The science is very easy to look at. You can talk to any physio or any doctor about joint mobility. Anybody that has a PhD in biomechanics, they all know about joint mobility, and just by turning the palms up, we reduce that. Remember, we don't stop it, we just reduce it dramatically. Okay, so in the next tutorial we'll talk about the holding system and how to go through that. Alright, look forward to seeing you.